San Antonio Spurs Chris Paul game. And for the Celtics, without Drew, Wemby and Porzingis jump it up. Celtics have won their last 4 meetings against the Spurs over the last couple of seasons by an average of 25 points per. Horford at 3, way off.
Very up and down.
And Boston's had some of that over the last couple of months as well, just as far as accuracy from 3 goes. Even the other night against Miami, they started 1 for 15. And
is up and down.
Yes.
Everything else with Al, obviously, post defense, you know, having to make switches, attack off the bounce, all that is still there.
Look at Wembanyama deny. Longest streak since Dikembe Mutombo.
At him. That is usually jail.
Yeah.
It usually means you're going to commit a foul. And yet that's the difference with Victor.
In a wingspan of 8 feet for Wembanyama, as Barnes can't hit the 3 after the 2 missed free throws from Porzingis. Here's Tatum. Tatum gets the switch on Barnes, and there
You can just see the confidence and the rhythm he's playing with.
One of just 5 players in the league, averaging 25, 5, and 5. As Paul lobbed it up, Wembanyama looked like Porzingis got him on the shoulder. Good as Wembanyama is very uncommon in this league.
So everything about him feels uncommon.
Here's Barnes into the paint, flipping it out to Wemby. His jumper is off. Rebound White. In the corner, Hauser, who shoots it at 48% from 3 when he starts, getting his 9th start of the season, misses that one. Wembanyama. White bounces out on the switch. Vassell turning and hit it. Johnson talked with us about before the game, Doris, is the way Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell have both had to adjust to being more complementary players, and how that could be a difficult thing as Wembanyama can't hit the 3.
Yes, you're the coach who's got to tell the 20-year-old who used to get 18 shots that now you might get 10 if you're lucky.
Right, and one of the things that I thought Mitch brought up that was such a great point was that can be easier when you change locations. It's a lot harder when you've been one thing in this location and you're still a young ascending player.
And Ryan, think about it. How do young guys, as Wemby makes a tough shot success, their whole basketball career, it's been how many times can I put the ball in the basket?
Right.
That's not what defines success at this level unless you are, you know, a top 15 player in the league.
Wemby was switched on Tatum. Horford connects. Spurs trying to beat the Celtics down the floor. Barnes got a good look but couldn't hit it. 7-6 lead for the Celtics in the early going. Tatum a pull-up 3 off. Wembanyama flags down the rebound in a crowd, and easy pickets for Derek White from behind, knocking it away. Tatum played and then had a huge performance.
I think there are certain guys in the league that just love to play the game, right? So you think about Chris Paul. He's in year 20. Does he have to play basketball? No, he does not. But what a luxury for Joe Mazzulla to know every single day that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown come with the same physical, mental, and emotional commitment to get better and to be about winning. And coach, that is an enormous advantage.
Yeah, it is, Doris. And not only does he play in games, he's playing more minutes as well. Joe Mazzulla says he enjoys giving Jason Tatum the freedom to play more, and that's a product of his defensive play. And his Tatum should not just be defined as a scorer. He's defending at a high level, which is why you're seeing that high usage.
No question, Katie, a terrific two-way player. And Doris, just to your point, as Horford misses the 3, I mean, we can go around the league and think of all the different locations where the head coach does not have that luxury as he drives to the arena each day. Fox with
De'Aaron Fox. I just think when your best players are driving the culture, and it's a great culture, I mean, it bodes well for an entire organization. As he gets downhill, Wemby having to cover, and that time they attack him in a one-on-one. Like, you don't think necessarily let's attack him, but it looks like that's the route they're going.
Fox can't hit that 3. Tatum now with 7 points already in this first. White looking to post Porzingis. Wemby comes with the help. Porzingis twisting and finishing. Sounds like the start of a C.S. Lewis novel.
Great footwork by Kristaps Porzingis.
And Wembanyama, 6 points, 3 for 3. Pritchard can't hit the 3. Jeremy Sohan into the game for San Antonio. Champagnie in as well. Out there with Paul, Barnes, and Fox. Here's Paul. Takes the 3, kicks it out. Barnes will take, can't hit. Rebound Sohan, and it's going to be a loose ball. No, this is nice play with this guy. Barnes is shooting at a career high 42.5% from 3 this season. And a whistle going the other way. Here's Paul. Working around Sohan, flings it back. Barnes gets fouled on the floor. I mean, it was incredible.
His rim protection. He knows the schemes that you're doing nightly. There are occasions as Champagnie, who is a terrific shooter, gets one down. But Cornette is solid. Another player, you know what you're getting on a nightly basis.
Here's White working behind Porzingis. Step back 3 is good. Eric White. Celtics on pace this season to shatter the record for 3s attempted. It's 3s made. Paul a pull-up 3. Off the mark. Tatum the rebound. His 3rd of the quarter. Cornette, the handoff, White again.
Green, but there's a rear view contest. It's great concentration.
Here's Paul with the switch on Cornette. Gives it up. Sohan drives it, can't hook it in. Rebound Porzingis. Boston looking to push. Here's Pritchard, the favorite for 6th man of the year. Tatum. One-on-one with Fox. Step back 3, way off. And look at his last 9 games, averaging over 18 points per, 42% from 3. When you talk to anyone around the Spurs organization, they glow about Castle, how much they love him. And
he's so explosive. If that's consistent, look out.
Going to compete in the dunk contest this weekend. Here's Sohan. Stops on a dime, flips it out. Castle a deep 3, and off the mark. Cornette gets it right back out to White. His 3, that one's off after hitting 2 in a row. Castle zipping up the floor, cuts through traffic. Probably should have. It's the 2nd turnover for San Antonio. They're middle of the road, 16th in offensive turnover percentage. Meanwhile, Boston, number 1 in the league at protecting the ball. White fades.
He struggled from 3. And he's starting to round back into form. Again, Celtics starting to look like champs, very much playing the part.
Keldon Johnson rims out on a 3. San Antonio 1 for 9 from downtown. 8-0 run for Boston. To your point, DB, they have won 6 of 7 after they went through a little period of time where people in Boston were worried. Tatum dropped. NBA.com or visit the NBA app.
Wow. How about that move? That is pretty sweet. And listen, Hauser's the guy they attack. He's actually very solid on the defensive end. That's just a big-time move by Castle.
Wembanyama back in. Tatum can't hit that 3. Cornette the rebound. Pritchard back ironing off. Rebound hits the floor. Another chance for Boston. Here's Tatum. Working the rookie Castle. Tatum into the lane. Flips it in. 11 points for Jason Tatum. 5 of 8 shooting in this opening quarter. Wembanyama can't hit. Nice box out for Pritchard to keep Sohan off the glass. Tatum bounces. Hauser hits from.
I mean, they're just assisting, walking into 3s in transition, finding the matchups they want.
Already 8 assists in the quarter. And another turnover for.
Now it's creating extra possessions.
And San Antonio, as we saw in that last possession, has been vulnerable to yielding offensive rebounds this season. Bottom third of the league is Pritchard. Can't hit that one. Horford, offensive rebound on cue.
To play him at the 4 or the 5. He knows both positions hold.
Pritchard, open look. Off, and Wembanyama comes down with the board. Boston a +6 on the glass in this quarter. Champagnie able to bank it in. A win. Julian Champagnie went to St. John's. Got to be happy with what the Johnnies are doing this season.
Oh my
wow.
goodness. You think he would have liked to have played for Coach Pitino?
Hey, he would have liked to have been a 2 seed in March. Tatum connects. 14 points for Jason Tatum in the first. 2-for-1 opportunity for San Antonio, but Castle not going to rush into it. 15-point Boston lead. Castle working around the Wemby screen. Castle to the corner. Champagnie off. Tatum the rebound. His 6th of the quarter.
I mean, he's been contributing in every way.
And a foul. White gets it into Tatum. Tatum, the crossover, the drive, the kick. Horford, you did it! At the buzzer.
A 21-4 run to close out the first there.
Some miscommunication defensively. We had a couple of breakdowns. We weren't connected a couple times. And then when we were and we switched, too soft, and they're just playing very comfortable right now. So we got to turn that up a little bit.
What do you think of the looks you guys got offensively?
We got stagnant. When we got to the paint and kicked it out for good shots, I thought a couple of shots were good. We just missed them.
Thank you.
All right, Katie, thank you very much. Start of the second quarter. Wembanyama in at the 3. Porzingis tracks the rebound. Boston a dominant finish to the first. Heard Mitch Johnson talk about thought they got a little soft at times and Boston was too comfortable as Paul digs in for the steal. Castle to the rim with the pump.
The course of his career has led the league in steals a couple of times, assists on multiple occasions. He is so smart, Chris Paul.
That is his 2nd steal of the night. He is just 3 shy now of passing chasing.
Can beat, so he hangs a little longer and gets the strip.
Here's Castle. Castle swivels through, couldn't cup it in.
Come on, no, he's attacking 7-3. That young man is not shy.
Pritchard short on a 3. Vassell the rebound. Boston now 7 for 20 from 3. Pritchard 0 for 5. Paul gets blocked by Horford. What a rejection from Al Horford. Here's White. Stops in the lane and banks it in. Wembanyama looking to turn the corner. No need to turn it.
No, come on, he doesn't even have the angle. I want to see the freeze frame of him on the finger roll and where he is relative to the square on the back of the rim.
It really is incredible. The 8-foot wingspan. Porzingis turns the corner and gets hooked. Deep to him.
Fun for us. As a big guy, they say he is very careful about the way he treats his body. Think about some of the bigs over the years, the injuries to the feet and lower extremities. Like he seems mature beyond his years.
Here's Vassell. Wembanyama backs away. White has him on the switch. Wembanyama 4 to shoot. Gives it up, 3 to shoot. Vassell trying to create. Can't hit. Keldon Johnson the rebound. Might have gotten away with a push-off. Wemby kicks. Johnson. Good recovery there from Boston. Oh my goodness, Wemby nearly an incredible tip, but couldn't quite finish it. White off on a 3. Boston now.
I like that they're guarding him small. Get down in a defensive stance. Make it difficult for him. He wants to handle it. He likes to shoot the off-the-bounce 3.
Yeah.
So guard him with a small, get down underneath him and make it real difficult.
1 of 15, the Spurs are now from 3. Here's Porzingis, quick turn, trying to work Wemby. Porzingis couldn't finish it. Vassell coming the other way. No, Champagnie bangs it off the window to no avail. Took a shot, numbers the other way for Boston. And Porzingis off numbers this year haven't been as strong for Kristaps Porzingis as a season ago. And Joe thought it was more about just some of the different shot opportunities and offensive profile that was being presented to Porzingis and to Boston.
An attack a closeout if need be. 11 and 10 from December 19th to Jan 27. They were just 11 and 10 and didn't look like themselves, and frankly didn't look as interested as perhaps they should on a nightly basis.
Which you can understand why when you're in a long regular season post-championship, some ennui can set in.
No question. I love that word, by the way.
Yeah. It's really reserved just for these specific situations. Barnes digs into the paint and banks it in.
Is one heck of a rim deterrent.
As we just saw, San Antonio had been 0 for 6 against Porzingis in this game thus far. Porzingis backing down, deflected away. Champagnie able to collect it. Here's De'Aaron Fox. The newly acquired Spur. Does he have verve on his drive?
Free throws the other night. Listen, it's going to take time for these two guys, but you think the skill set, the downhill ability of De'Aaron Fox, such a hard driver going left, and then the pick and pop ability of Wembanyama.
We heard Katie George talking about that in the open, and Mitch Johnson.
Wemby takes 10 threes. You're playing with a 7-3 guy who can be a hard roller lob guy, but he also loves to get out and make shots.
And you know, one of the things that De'Aaron Fox told our good friend and colleague Mark Jones that he was kind enough to share with us is, look, I haven't played with any kind of real lob threat since Bam Adebayo in college 8 years ago.
Wow, that's right. I mean, so.
By the way, how great is Mark sharing his notes mid-game with us? It's like having an adjunct producer while you're doing the game.
I've said this often about that dude watches more basketball than any human being I know.
It's unbelievable. Every one of my women's college, WNBA, the man consumes it all. Here's Fox whipping it to the corner. Barnes can't hit the three. San Antonio, to Mitch Johnson's point to Katie at the end of the quarter, they've gotten some great looks, but 1 for 16 from 3 now. Missed their last 11. Here's Paul off the steal, and Champagnie slam.
Group defensively, they've turned Boston over 6 times so far tonight, guys, scoring 11 points off of them.
Such a great point, Katie, and a way for them to generate some easy buckets, use that speed and athleticism.
So you could tell Mitch in his first quarter interview with Katie was disappointed with the level of defense. Second quarter, after getting 1 shot in fast break territory in the first, they've got 6 here, and now they're running again.
Here's Paul. Dishes out to Wembanyama, sends away. Paul wants the one-on-one with Cornet. Pull-up 3 is off. Victor Wembanyama now 0 for 4 from downtown in this first half. Tatum finds Cornet, center of the lane. Thought better of it. 5 to shoot. Tatum, the hesitation, the dish. Craig connects on a beautiful setup.
Lifted that defender so quick.
Barnes barges his way in.
It finishes against size. Once against KP and once against Cornet.
Tatum connects. He's 3 for 6 from downtown, 7 of 11 from the floor, has 6 rebounds, 4 assists.
He's not doing much tonight.
Now, wait for the All-Star game. Wemby banks it in. Yeah, Jason Tatum's not going to want to break from the regular season the way these last few games have gone into the break. 73 points combined in the last 2 wins. Off to an incredible start tonight. Tatum going to be called for a push off there.
How about Chris Paul? Boy, this free throw right here.
This about to be second all-time in steals. He's 1 away from tying Jason Kidd after collecting 3 steals in the first half tonight and 2 away from passing him. I think one of the most incredible Chris Paul nuggets is Castle hits the 3. Is he was the point guard for 4 different franchises in the season in which they collected the most wins in a single season in their franchise's history. I mean, 4 different teams. He's been the orchestrator of their most successful teams. As Tatum hits the 3.
He raises the level of any group he joins.
Castle spins away, dishes in. Barnes able to drop it in.
This is an important stretch here. It's 18, but Joe Mazzulla talks all the time about finishing quarters strong. Everybody wants to talk about clutch time. He talks about this kind of time in a game.
Boston last 5 field goals have come from 3 as Fox and Tatum. A little size, a little muscle there. Fox on Tatum. Fox 6'3", 185. Tatum 6'8", 210. Tatum, a little strong with that attempt. Porzingis got a hand on it. Barnes grabs it. Here comes Fox. Fox finds Barnes into the corner. Vassell's 3, way off. Barnes, the O board, put back, pulled the string on it. Sohan able to dump.
You get a stop and a score, it's 14. Now you're a little bit attached. The game feels different.
And Joe Mazzulla, to your point, was very upset the other night against Miami when the Celtics allowed a 7-0 run at the end of the second. As Tatum with 20 points and counting. These his first free throws of the night. This is the first com/ID.
I hope you're somewhere warm watching that.
Oh, I will be. I hope you will be too. You know, I thank LeBron for a lot of things that he's done for this league, but his pushing for the week-long NBA All-Star is probably his greatest accomplishment and greatest contribution to all of us. Here's Tatum. White, back ironing off. Porzingis into the corner. Hauser fakes the 3, takes the 2, and knocks it down. The depth of Boston, just always so steady. Fox unable to flip it in. Whether it's Hauser, Pritchard, Cornette coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Horford, of course, when they have to go a little deeper with a guy like Torrey Craig. Or Queta. Porzingis banks it in. Porzingis 15 points, 6 of 7 from the floor.
Well, you trust that he's going to get his 2-point jump shooting back to where it is. It's been a little bit of a struggle for him this year, but he is too good a shooter to worry about it.
Yeah, and his 2-point jumper is around 28% on the season, but his post-ups have still been so efficient. Craig, he got it. 32.
Yeah, 32.
On pace for 64. Barnes in the corner, can hit. Rebound, Castle underneath, and he's fouled. Steph Curry, Portales now without Anthony Davis. 3/4 of his debut.
And Daniel Gafford goes out with a knee. It's incredible, the bad luck.
And for Golden State, good returns early with Jimmy Butler.
Swagger, baby. He brings a little swagger, doesn't he?
There's a feel there. 4-second difference game in shot clock. Tatum back ironing off. Rebound Barnes. Time to operate. 5 left in the frame. Barnes dishes. Castle hits from 3. 12 points off the bench for Castle. The heave is off.